Welcome to Raj Online Trainings. In the series of full stack Java projects, we are in the project Employee Management System, and this project is developed using Spring Boot and Angular. In the last videos, we have seen how to display the list of employees, and we have seen how to add an employee and how to go with updating the employee. Today, let us move to the next one, deleting. So for deleting, in our project, in the controller class, let us go with one more method. Let us add a method over here. Let me add the method in between here so that it will be visible properly for you. So let us go with the method public response entity map string comma boolean, and let us go with the method name delete employee, which takes the employee ID. So let us take like a path variable. Employee ID, and the next one, let us go with the right. So here we are taking only employee ID. So based on the employee ID, we want to delete that particular employee. Now this is the method. So in order to enter into the method, let us go with the mapping, delete mapping, and we'll say here employees / employee ID. We are taking this employee ID as the path variable. So the employee ID what we provide here, that will come and store into this path variable employee ID. So based on this ID, we want to delete the record. We want to delete that particular employee. Since we are doing the delete operation, the mapping here @delete mapping. Now write the code. First of all, get the employee based on the employee ID. So employee equal to employee repository. By using employee repository, we have to call the method delete. Employee repository dot delete, or first of all we have to get the record based on ID. So first of all, get the record based on ID, that is find by ID, and provide your employee ID. So we are getting the record from our table using the method find by ID using this employee repository based on this employee ID. Then if you are unable to get, or else throw. So here we are going to throw the exception if the record not found. In the last videos we have created this one, employee not found exception. We are going to throw this exception if it is not present, or else throw. Here new employee not found exception, and we'll go with the message employee with employee ID, So what is our employee ID? This employee ID does not exist. So we are throwing this exception. Let me make the code visible. So here what we are doing, we are getting the employee based on employee ID. If it is not present, we are throwing an exception, employee not found exception, with the message employee with employee ID. This employee ID does not exist. Now once we get the employee into this employee object, now delete this object. How to delete? By using employee repository. We have to use the method delete and pass your employee object. Now the record will get deleted. Now let us add the response here. So to add the response, let us create a map string comma boolean string comma boolean. So we are going to create a response here, response equal to new hash map, string comma boolean. So once we create this map response, now to this response, let us put a string deleted. That means the object has been deleted, and here we are going to add boolean.true. So means we are just displaying the response, we are adding into the response the message deleted and the deleted as true here. Now return, finally say return response entity dot OK. And to this we have to pass the response. That's it. Import the respective packages. So this is our delete mapping. So what you are doing, we are getting the record from table based on employee ID. If it is not present, we are throwing an exception, employee not found exception. Then once we get the employee object, we are going to delete this object using the delete method, using this employee repository, and we are creating a response which is of type map. And so to this response, we are putting a string deleted and deleted as true, and we are returning this response entity dot OK response. Now let us run this project. How to run the project? Right click on project and say run as Spring Boot app. Now once the server is started, see Tomcat server started on port number 8080. Now let us test this application by using Postman. Let us test our API. So here let us go with the method call as delete, and let us see the records in our table. Employees, we are having these records. Now let us delete the record with employee ID as 8. So this record we want to delete. So go to Postman tool. The method call is delete. Now go with the API http://localhost 8080 employees, and what is the employee ID? What is employee ID here? 8. So provide this employee ID 8, and when we click on send, here it's giving the response deleted true here, and status OK. Now check your table. Check the table. Select star from employees. Here the record has been deleted. Now one more, let us delete this 7 also. Come to Postman tool. The method call is delete, and let us provide the employee ID as 7. Now click on send. See, we are getting deleted true, and check in your table. Select star from employees. See, the record has been deleted. Now if I go with the employee ID like something like 12, since this employee ID 12 is not present, then it's going to throw the exception, employee not found exception. That is, employee with employee ID 12 does not exist. Right? So this is about the delete mapping here. So we have done what here today in this video. We have done with this delete employee. So whatever the employee ID we give to the REST API, since the mapping is delete mapping, this object will get deleted from the employees table. That's about in this video. In the next video, we'll go with the front end part. So we are going to create an action in our front end, that is delete action. So when you click on the button delete, it's going to delete the record. Please subscribe, like and share. Thank you.